Hello everyone. In previous lecture you had learned about the sets and Venn diagram. I hope you all had practiced those questions in your fair notebook. So now today I will give you one revision test. With that revision test you can evaluate yourself how much you had learned till now. So questions are like this. First question is of fill in the blanks. 5 parts are there in this question, number 1. Second question is write in set builder form. 2 parts are there. We have to write these both the parts in the set builder form. Question number 3 is we have to write all the subset of this set. Fourth question is cardinal number of u is given 60. Cardinal number of p is equal to 30. Cardinal number of q 20 and cardinal number of p intersection q complement, this is the sign of complement, is equal to 50. Now we have to find cardinal number of p intersection q, cardinal number of p union q and cardinal number of p minus q. So in this question you have to use the formulas, 5 formulas I had given you. Those 5 formulas you have to use. You have to use the formulas here. Question number 5th. Question number 5th is in a class 75 students play either football or cricket or both. What is it? 75 students plays either cricket or football or both. Either this or both means union. That means 75 is union. Then after that he said of these 75, out of these 75, 35 play football. So number of students who play football are 35 while 20 play both. Both means common. Common means intersection. That means this 20 is the intersection. So we have to draw the Venn diagram and after that we have to find how many play only cricket and second part how many plays only football. So these are the 5 questions. These 5 questions you have to do in your fair notebook. Now we will start new topic today. So in this video you will learn what are rational number. Second thing, what is the commutative law of addition and multiplication? Third, associative law of addition. Fourth, distributive law. Fifth, additive inverse, and sixth one is multiplicative inverse. So let's begin with the rational number first. So what are rational numbers? All those numbers that can be expressed in the form of a upon b. All those numbers that can be written in the form of a upon b such that a and b both are integers but b value should not be equal to 0. What I said? Rational numbers are those that can be written in the form of a upon b such that this b value must not be equal to 0. Then such numbers are called rational numbers. Now to denote the rational number we will use one symbol as we are using for natural numbers, capital N. Natural numbers we are representing with capital N. Integers we are denoting with I or Z. In the same way for rational number we will use one symbol, that symbol is Q. All the rational numbers we have to represent with Q. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are those that can be written in the form of a upon b such that this denominator value should not be equal to 0. Then these all numbers are called rational number. Let's take one example. 2 upon 3. It is written in the form of a upon b and this b value is not equal to 0. That's why this is a rational number. 2 is also a rational number. Why it is rational? Because under this 2 we can take here 1. So this is expressed in the form of a upon b. That's why this is also a rational number. Now second topic is commutative law of addition. Commutative. So second is commutative law. Commutative law of addition. So if two values are given a and b, so according to commutative law answer of A plus B will be equal to the answer of B plus A. So this law is called commutative law of addition. So what you have to remember in commutative law? So A plus B answer will be equal to the B plus A answer. In the same way, commutative law of multiplication also will be there. According to commutative law of multiplication, in commutative law of multiplication, what you have to do? Product of A and B will be equal to the product of B and A. Let's take one example. Suppose I have taken A value 2 and B value 3. So you can check here, answer of A plus B, that means 2 plus 3 will be 5. And here B plus A means 3 plus 2. There also we will get answer 5. So left hand side also 5 and right hand side also 5. So according to commutative law, answer of A plus B will be equal to the answer of B plus A. And in multiplication, what you have to do? A multiply B is equal to B multiply A. Now third is associative law of addition. In associative law, what you have to do? So according to associative law of addition, A plus B plus C answer will be equal to A plus B plus C. Three values will be given in the question. First value is of A, second value is B, third value is C. So according to the associative law of addition, A plus B plus C answer will be equal to A plus B plus C. In the same way, according to associative law of multiplication, what you have to do? Instead of addition sign, we have to take multiplication sign. That means A multiply B multiply C is equal to A multiply B multiply C. So this is the associative law. In associative law, what you have to do? The product of B and C. After that, here bracket is there. Bracket means we have to use BODMAS. That means first of all we will solve the bracket. So A multiply B multiply C is equal to A multiply B multiply C. So this is the associative law that you have to remember. Now next one is distributive law. In distributive law, what you have to do? According to distributive law, A into B plus C answer will be A into B plus A into C. This is the distributive law. In distributive law, what you have to do? This A we have to distribute between B and C. So what we will do? We will multiply this A with B, A multiply B plus A multiply C. So this is the distributive law. Now next one is additive inverse. Next topic is additive inverse. So what is additive inverse? Additive inverse is a number which when added to the given number gives 0. What I said? Additive inverse is a number which when added to the given numbers gives 0. That means let's take one example. Suppose I had taken one number 5. So in this I have to add one more number such that the addition of these two answers should be equal to 0. So what I will do? Here I will take minus 5. That means addition of 5 and minus 5 answer will be 0. So what is additive inverse? Additive inverse is a number. Additive inverse is a number which when added to the given number yields means gives answer 0. So additive inverse is the number which when added to given number will give you the answer 0. In the same way multiplicative inverse is there, but in multiplicative inverse what you have to do? In multiplicative inverse, next topic is multiplicative inverse. So what is multiplicative inverse? It is a number which when here multiply word is coming. So what you have to do here, you have to multiply. So it is a number which when multiplied with given number yields 1. Here product of given number and multiplicative inverse will be equal to 1. 0 will not be there. In additive inverse, the sum of given number and additive inverse will be 0, but in multiplicative inverse the product of given number and multiplicative inverse will be equal to 1. So these are the general points that we will use in the next exercise. Now we will solve some questions. Let's see these questions. First question is, we have to add these two numbers. So what we have to do here, one number is given 3 upon minus 8, and instead of and we will take plus sign because we have to add these two numbers. So instead of and we will take plus, after that minus 5 upon 12. So now what is the next step? Here we will observe that two signs are coming together. Here it is plus sign and here minus. So what we have to do in such case, you have to use bracket here. Here what we will do, we will use bracket to separate these two signs. Now this minus sign is in denominator. So instead of denominator, what we will do in next time, we will write in numerator. So this will become minus 3 upon 8 plus minus 5 upon 12. Now next step is, we will take the LCM of 8 and 12. LCM of 8 and 12 is 24. So here under this upon we will write 24. 8 3s are 24. That 3 multiplied with minus 3. So this will become minus 9. Then minus sign. 12 2s are 24. 2 into 5 will be 10. Now on solving these two, minus 9 and minus 10, we will get minus 19 upon 24. This is the answer. So like this you have to do such questions. Now see next question. Next question is, we have to verify the commutative law. So what we have to do here, so in second question what you have to do, first of all you have to write commutative law. According to commutative law of addition. According to commutative law of addition, A plus B answer is equal to B plus A answer. Now A value is 5, B value is minus 3 upon 5. Under this 5 nothing is there, so we will take here 1. In the denominator of 5 nothing is there, so we will take here 1. So A answer is 5 upon 1, B answer is minus 3 upon 5. Now we will solve this commutative law. Left hand side is, what is left hand side? Left hand side is A plus B. That means 5 upon 1 plus minus 3 upon 5. Two signs are coming together, so we have to use here bracket. 5 upon 1 plus minus 3 upon 5. Now what will be the next step? We will take LCM. LCM of 1 and 5 will be 5. 1 5 ja 5. That 5 multiplied with 5 will be 25 minus 5 1 ja 5. 1 into 3 will be 3. Now on solving it we will get 22 upon 5. This is the answer of left hand side. Now we will solve right hand side. What is right hand side here? Right hand side is B plus A. B value is minus 3 upon 5 plus A value is 5 upon 1. Now we will find LCM here. 5 and 1 LCM will be 5. 5 1 ja 5. 1 into minus 3 will be minus 3 plus 1 5 ja 5. That 5 into 5 will be 25. Now we will solve these two numbers. This is minus 3 and this is plus 25. So on solving these two numbers, we will get 22 upon 5. Now what you have to do? You have to check the answer of left hand side. Left hand side answer is 22 upon 5. Right hand side answer is also 22 upon 5. So here you will put equation 1. Here you will put equation 2. Now you will write from equation 1 and 2 we get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So like this you have to do such questions. Now see another question. Question is, we have to verify associative law of addition. So in this question, what we have to do? We have to verify associative law. So first of all, what we will do? This first value we will assume A. Second value B. B value is 5 upon minus 11, or we can take minus 5 upon 11. This minus sign we will take in the numerator. C value 7 upon 22. So A, B and C, three values are given and we have to verify associative law. So first of all, what you will do? According to associative law of addition, first of all we have to write the law, associative law. What is associative law? A plus B plus C answer is equal to A plus B plus C. This is the associative law of addition. Now first of all we will solve left hand side. First of all we will solve left hand side. Left hand side is A plus B plus C. So A value is 1 plus B value 5 upon minus 11, or we can take minus 5 upon 11. So here we will take minus 5 upon 11 plus C 7 upon 22. Now what is the next step? We will solve this bracket first. So 1 plus LCM we will take. LCM of 11 and 22 will be 22. Now 11 2 are 22. 2 into minus 5 will be minus 10 plus 22 1 are 22. That 1 into 7 will be 7. Now next step. This one will be as it is plus minus 10 plus 7. Answer of minus 10 plus 7 will be minus 3 upon 22. This answer we have to write in bracket because two signs are coming together, plus and minus. Now what will be the next step? Next step will be we will solve this bracket. 1 plus minus. Here we have to take plus minus 3 upon 22. Under this nothing is there, so we will take here 1. Now we will find LCM. LCM of 1 and 22 will be 22. 1 22 ja 22. That 22 into 1 will be 22 minus 22 1 ja. That 1 into 3 will be 3. On subtracting these two values 22 and 3, we will get 19 upon 22. So this is the answer of left hand side. This is equation number 1. Now what we will do? We will take right hand side. Right hand side is A plus B plus C. This is the right hand side. Now we will put values. A 1 plus B value is minus 5 upon 11. So here we will observe that two signs are coming, so we will take here one bracket, but A plus B is also in bracket, so here we will take large bracket plus C. What is the value of C? 7 upon 22. Now what will be the next step? We will open this bracket. 1 plus minus 5 upon 11 plus 7 upon 22. Here nothing is there, so we will take 1. Now we will find the LCM here. On solving it, LCM of 1 and 11 will be 11. 1 11 ja 11. That 11 into 1 will be 11 minus 11 1 ja 11. 1 into 5 will be 5. Outside the bracket plus 7 upon 22 is there. So here we will write 7 upon 22. Now we will subtract these two values. 11 minus 5. 11 minus 5 will be 6 upon 11. Then plus 7 upon 22. Now we will find the LCM again. LCM of 11 and 22 will be 22. 11 2 are 22. That 2 into 6 will be 12 plus 22 1 ja 22, that 1 into 7 will be 7. Now on adding these two, we will get 19 upon 22. This is equation number 2. So left hand side answer is 19 upon 22. Right hand side answer is also 19 upon 22. So now what you have to write? You have to write from equation 1 and 2, left hand side is equal to right hand side. So like this you have to do such questions in which he will say you have to verify associative law. Now see another question, question number 5. What is question number 5? We have to find the additive inverse. Fifth question is we have to find the additive inverse. First part, one number is given here 0. We have to find the additive inverse. So what we will do? We will assume let the additive inverse is x. Let's say the additive inverse of 0 is x. Now what is the definition of additive inverse? Additive inverse is a number which when added to the given number. What is this? Additive inverse is a number, that means x. When we will add this x in given number means 0. So the final answer of this addition will be 0. Now in order to find the value of x, this 0 we will bring on right side. So this will become 0 minus 0. Answer will be 0. That means additive inverse of 0 will be 0 only. Now see second part. In second part also you have to do same. Let's say the additive inverse is, let the additive inverse is x. So according to the definition of additive inverse, if we will add this additive inverse value in given number is 1, the sum of these two numbers will be 0. This is the definition, that if we will add this additive inverse value in the given number, the sum of these two numbers will be 0. Now in order to find the value of x, this plus 1 we will bring on right side. So this will become 0 minus 1. That means x is equal to 0 minus 1, answer will be minus 1. So the additive inverse of 1 will be minus 1. Now third part. In third part what you have to do? Third part question is minus 25 upon minus 133. Here you have to solve this number first. Here in both numerator and denominator we will observe that minus sign is coming. So we will cancel these two minus values. So answer is 25 upon 133. Now we will find the additive inverse. So what we will do? Let the additive inverse is, let the additive inverse is x. We will assume that the additive inverse value is x. Now according to the definition, this additive inverse value when added to the given value is 25 upon 133, the sum of these two will be 0. This is the definition. Now we will find this x value, additive inverse value. In order to find this x value, we will bring this number on right side. So x will remain here, 0 will also remain there, plus 25 upon 133 will become minus 25 upon 133, and when we will subtract any number from 0, answer will be negative. So here answer will be minus 25 upon 133. So this is the additive inverse value of minus 25 upon minus 133. So like this you have to do all the remaining parts of question number 5. Now see next question, question number 6. Question is use appropriate property of addition. So in this question, 5 upon 7 plus minus 7 upon 3 plus minus 3 upon 7 plus 11 upon 3. These values are given and he said we have to use the appropriate property of addition. So in this question what you have to do? You have to take here bracket only. Simple, this is simple question, nothing you have to do. You have, first of all you have to take bracket here because double signs are coming. Here it is plus also and minus. So in order to separate these two signs, we will take bracket here also and here. Now we will open this bracket. 5 upon 7 plus minus minus 7 upon 3 plus minus minus 3 upon 7 plus 11 upon 3. Now what will be the next step? We will find LCM. LCM of 7 and 3. LCM of 7 and 3, 21. Now 7 3 ja 21. That 3 into 5, 15. Minus 3 7 ja 21. 7 7 ja 49. Minus 7 3 ja 21. That 3 multiplied with 3, 9. Plus 3 7 ja 21. 7 into 11 will be 77. Now next step is, these two numbers are positive, so we will add these two numbers. On adding these two numbers, 92 will get 77 plus 15 will be 92. Now minus and minus also, plus minus minus plus, that means we have to add these two numbers. On adding these two numbers, we will get 58. Which one is greater among these two? 49 is greater. 49 is having minus sign, so here also we have to take minus sign upon 21. Now plus minus minus, so we will subtract these two numbers. On subtracting, we will get 34 upon 21. So this is your final answer. Now you can change in mixed fraction also. You can change, it is option whether you can change in mixed fraction or not, it is option. So this is the final answer. Like this you have to do such questions. Now next question is subtract this from this. So in subtract question you have to remember one rule, that the number which is written after from, we have to write first. After from, what is written? Minus 13 upon 7. That means minus 13 upon 7 we have to write first. From this number we have to subtract, so we have to put minus sign because of subtract. Which number we have to subtract? Minus 9 upon 8. So minus 9 upon 8. This minus is of subtract. This minus is already given in the question. Now two sign are coming, so we will use here bracket. Minus 13 upon 7. Minus and minus will be plus 9 upon 8. Now next step is, we will find the LCM of 8 and 7. Answer will be 56. 7 8 ja 50. That 8 multiplied with 13. 104. Minus sign is there in 13. So that minus 13 multiplied with 8 will be minus 104 plus 8 7 ja 56. That 7 into 9. 9 7 ja 63. Now minus plus minus, so we have to subtract these two numbers. On subtracting, we will get 41 upon 56. But here among these two numbers, which one is greater? 104 is greater, but 104 is having minus sign, so here we have to put minus sign. So this is your final answer. So like this you have to do question number 8. Now see next question. Question is, the sum of two rational number is minus 3. What is given? The sum of two number is minus 3. So what we have to do here? First number plus second number. When we will add the two numbers, first and second, answer will be minus 3. If one of the number is 7 upon 8. So in first number, what you have to write? You have to write here 7 upon 8 plus second number we don't know. He said we have to find the other number. So second number we will write as it is equal to minus 3. Now what will be the next step? This second number we will leave here only. 7 upon 8 we will bring on right side. So this is plus 7 upon 8. When we will bring on right side, this will become minus 7 upon 8. And already minus 3 is also there. So now we will find LCM. LCM of 8 and 1 will be 8. 8 1 ja 8. That 1 into minus 7 will be minus 7. Minus sign. 1 8 ja 8. That 8 into 3 24. Now minus 7 and minus 24. Minus minus plus. So we will add these two numbers. On adding these two numbers we will get 31. But which one is greater here? 24 is greater. What is the sign of 24? Minus. So answer will be minus 31 upon 8. So this is the second number which we have to find here. Now see next question. Next question is Question number 12. What number should be subtracted from 1? What is that? What number we have to subtract from 1? So let's say, let the number is x. The number which we have to subtract, let's say that number is x. So that number we have to subtract from 1, and the rule is that the number which is written after from we have to write first. So after from what is written 1, this one we have to write first. From 1 we have to subtract this number x. To get means equal, minus 7 upon 17. So this is the equation. What is the equation? What number should be subtracted from 1? From after from 1 is written, so this one we had written first. From this 1 we have to minus x. So that on subtracting these two, answer will be minus 7 upon 17. Now here we have to find the value of x. But what is the sign of x? This x sign is minus. So in order to make this x positive, we will bring this x on right side. This x we will bring on right side. So this minus x will become plus x. In the same way we will bring this number here. Minus 7 upon 17 when we will bring on left side, this will become plus 7 upon 17. And already one more number is there, plus 1. 1 is not having any sign. So we will take plus 1. Now what we have to do? We have to find the LCM. LCM of 17 and 1 will be 17. 17 1 is 17. That 1 into 7 will be 7. Plus 1 17 is 17. 1 17 is that 17 into 1 will be 17 is equal to x. Now we have to add these two numbers. 17 plus 7. 17 plus 7 will be 24. Upon, in the denominator what is given? 17. So we will take 17 is equal to x. That means answer of x is 24 upon 17. Like this you have to do such questions. So this exercise number first A you have to do in your homework now. All the questions are same as I had explained here in this video. So you have to do all the questions of first exercise in your classwork notebook. Now we will start first B exercise. Now see question number 2. Question is, we have to verify commutative law of multiplication. In previous exercise we had verified commutative law of addition, but in this exercise we have to do for multiplication. So first of all what we have to do, we have to write what is the commutative law of multiplication. So we will write, according to the commutative law of multiplication, A multiply B answer will be equal to B multiply A answer. Now what is A? A is 2 upon 3 and B is minus 7 upon 5. Now what we have to do? We have to find the answer of left hand side and answer of right hand side. Left hand side is A multiply B. Value of A is 2 upon 3 multiply B. Value of B is minus 7 upon 5. Now we will solve these two. On solving these two, 7 to the 14. So minus 14 we will get. 3 5 to 15. Now this is the answer of left hand side. Now we will solve right hand side. RHS. Right hand side. What is RHS? RHS is B multiply A. So here we will put the values. B value is minus 7 upon 5 multiply A. A value is 2 upon 3. Now we will multiply these two. 7 to the 14. Sign also we will multiply, plus minus minus. 5 3 to 15. So answer is minus 14 upon 15. Left hand side answer is minus 14 upon 15. This is equation number 1. Right hand side answer is minus 14 upon 15. This is equation number 2. So from equation first and second we get that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So like this you have to verify commutative law of multiplication. Now next question is verify associative law. Now what we have to do? We have to verify associative law. So first of all what we will do? We will write here, according to associative law of multiplication, A multiply B multiply C is equal to A multiply B multiply C. This is the associative law of multiplication. Now what is A? A is 2 upon 3. B minus 1 upon 5. C 7 upon 12. These three are the value of A, B and C. Now left hand side, A multiply B multiply C. We will put the value of A 2 upon 3 multiply bracket B minus 1 upon 5 into C 7 upon 12. So first of all we have to solve the bracket. So in this bracket we will not be able to cancel any number. This is 5. With the table of 5 we will not cancel 7. Now this is 12. 12 and 7, these will not be cancelled with the same number. So what we will do, we will multiply these number. So 2 upon 3 will be as it is. Multiply plus minus minus. 1 into 7 will be 7. 12 5 ja 16. Now we will multiply these two also. But before that, if it is possible to cut, we will cut the numbers. So these two will be cancelled. 2 1 ja 2, 2 3 ja 6, 0. Now we will multiply. 1 multiply minus 7 will be minus 7 upon 3 multiply 30 will be 90. So this is the answer of left hand side. This is equation number 1. Now what we will do? We will take RHS, right hand side. Now we will solve right hand side. Right hand side is A into B into C. A value is 2 upon 3 into B. B value is minus 1 upon 5 into C. C value is 7 upon 12. Now what you have to do? First of all we will solve the bracket. Here no number will be cancelled with each other. So what we will do? We will multiply these numbers. Plus minus minus. 2 1 ja 2, 3 5 ja 15. Now we will remove this bracket. No need to put this bracket again, because inside this bracket multiply sign is there and we had solved that multiplication. Now multiply 7 upon 12. Now we will cancel the number. 2 and 12 will be cancelled with each other. 2 1 ja 2, 2 6 ja 12. Now we will multiply. Minus 1 into 7 will be minus 7. 15 6 ja 90. So answer of right hand side we had solved and we got minus 7 upon 90. This is equation number 2. Now we will check answer in equation 1 is minus 7 upon 90. Answer in equation 2 is also minus 7 upon 90. So what you have to write? You have to write from equation 1 and 2 we get that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So like this you have to verify the associative law of multiplication. Now see next question. Question is find the multiplicative inverse of this. So what is the question? Minus 13 upon minus 14 multiply 70 upon minus 39. We have to find the multiplicative inverse, but before finding the multiplicative inverse you have to solve this. Minus and minus will get cancelled. 13 1 ja 13, 13 3 ja 39. Now after that we will cancel these two also. 7 10 ja 70, 7 2 ja 14, 2 5 ja. Now we will multiply it. Both the sign are cancelled. 1 multiply 5, answer will be 5 upon these two we had cancelled with the table of 2. So here it is 1. 1 multiply minus sign is there, so this will be minus 3. So 1 multiply minus 3 will be minus 3, or we can write minus 5 upon 3. This minus we can take in the numerator also. So instead of this question you have to take minus 5 upon 3. So question is find the multiplicative inverse of minus 5 upon 3. So what we will do? Let the multiplicative inverse is, we will assume that let the multiplicative inverse is equal to x. Now according to the definition of multiplicative inverse, what we will say? Multiplicative inverse is a number. What is multiplicative inverse here? X. This is the multiplicative inverse. This is a number which when multiplied, this multiplicative inverse when multiplied with the given number. Given number is this. When we had solved we got minus 5 upon 3. So here we have to write minus 5 upon 3. So according to the definition, what we will say, it is a number which when multiplied with given number gives the answer 1. So multiplicative inverse multiplied with the given number will give you the answer 1 when this x will be multiplicative inverse. So what we will do now, this x we will leave here only, this 3 is in divide upon, so this number we will bring in multiply here, so 1 multiply 3. This 5 is in numerator, this 5 is in numerator, but here multiply sign is there, so this 5 is in multiply, so we will bring this in divide, so this is minus 5, so we will write here in divide. Because of this multiply sign, this minus 5 we have to bring in divide, so this multiply minus 5 will come in divide, so here we have written minus 5, so x answer is 3 upon minus 5, or we can write minus 3 upon 5. So this is the answer of x, and what is x? X is the multiplicative inverse. So the multiplicative inverse of this value is minus 3 upon 5. So like this you have to do. So what is the multiplicative inverse? Multiplicative inverse is the number which when multiplied with the given number will gives 1. So like this you have to do question number 4. Now see question number 6. Here in this question he said we have to use the distributive law. What we have to use? Distributive law we have to use. And what is distributive law? So here you will write according to distributive law, A multiply B plus C is equal to A multiply B plus A multiply C. This is the distributive law. But now we will compare this statement with the given question. A multiply B plus A multiply C is given here also. This thing you can check here. A multiply B plus A multiply C. Here A is coming two times, here also and here also, and in this question also if you will check 3 upon 5 is coming 2 times. So we can say that value of A is 3 upon 5. Now after A what is written? Multiply B. Here it is written multiply minus 20 upon 9, that means B value is minus 20 upon 9. Plus sign here also and here also. This is A value is 3 upon 5, that we had already written. Multiply C. So here it is written multiply minus 1 upon 3, that means C value is minus 1 upon 3. So what we had observed here, this side of the law is given in the question. So what we have to write? We have to write the left side. Right hand side of this distributive law is already given in the question. So which side we will write? We will write left hand side. So what is this? A into B plus C. A value is 3 upon 5 into B value is minus 20 upon 9 plus C. C value is minus 1 upon 3. So this is the answer. But here you have to solve further. He said use distributive law to solve. So distributive law we had used. This side is same as the right hand side. So this left hand side we had used and we had right here. Now we will take LCM in order to solve this bracket. So LCM of 9 and 3 will be, here we will take the LCM of 9 and 3. LCM of 9 and 3 will be 9. 9 1 ja 9. 1 into minus 20 will be minus 20 plus 3 3 ja 9. That 3 into minus 1 will be minus 3. So here double sign are coming, so you can take one more bracket here. Now next step, 3 upon 5 is as it is, minus 20 plus minus minus 3 upon 9. Now these two numbers are having minus sign. Minus and minus will become plus. So we will add these two numbers. So what will be the answer? Answer will be 3 upon 5 multiply minus and minus will be plus. So minus 20 and minus 3 will become minus 23 upon 9. Now we will cancel it. 3 1 ja 3, 3 3 ja 9. Now we will multiply these two numbers. 1 multiply minus 23 will be minus 23. 5 into 3 will be 15. So this is your final answer. So in this question we had used distributive law. So what we have done, first of all we have to write the distributive law. According to the distributive law, a multiply b plus c is equal to a multiply b plus a multiply c. Then you have to check whether left side is given in the question or right hand side. So here in this part, right hand side is given. So with the help of this right hand side, we have find the value of a, b and c. After finding the value of a, b and c, you have to put those value in the left hand side. So here we have put the values in left hand side and we got the answer. So like this you have to do question number 6. So your homework is, you have to do the revision test question. So you have to do revision test question. One revision test I had given you. So those all revision questions you have to do in your class for notebook. Then first A exercise also and first B exercise also. So these three things you have to do in your school notebook.